Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the SmithSquad Podcast. This is episode 44. We missed last week, but, things happen. This episode of the SmithSquad Podcast, as it always is brought to you by Rise Media. And cool enough today, we actually have one of the owners of Rise Media with us today. So instead of me trying to explain it, why don't you try to go ahead and hit it, Matt?
Yeah. I'll just give it a little punchline here. Well, first and foremost, I would consider myself Matt. That's my name.
Yes.
I have a channel, mcsportzhawk. You may or may not know of me, but I am also the co-owner of Rise Media. We are basically a network partnered with MC and Bent Pixels, and we do our best to help out fellow YouTubers because a lot of times I've seen other YouTubers like myself get screwed over by networks, and we decided we wanted to fix that problem by making our own and offering them the best benefits that they can get. And not screw them over like they have been in the past. So that's pretty much what we try to do. We help people out as best as we can, giving them what they most want to help them improve their content.
I like it. I couldn't have said that, so that was good. The thing I like about Rise is it's run by YouTubers, right? So you actually have an idea of what the YouTube game is like, where there's a lot of networks where you're talking to a guy who has never had a YouTube channel, and it's like, you possibly couldn't understand what's going on right now or things like that. But when you actually have had, or you run a YouTube channel, it makes sense, right? So
right, exactly.
There'll be a link down in the description as always if you want to go sign up for Rise Media. Just follow the link and it'll take care of everything.
It'll take you there.
So we are here today with Mr. mcsportzhawk. How's it going, my friend?
I'm doing pretty well. It was a long day. I actually decided to skip class because they announced the new Exozombie DLC. So, that just shows you how important this is to me.
How dedicated. Man, it's sad. I didn't have class all day today. We had a snow day. And I didn't find out about the new Exozombies till a couple hours ago. I was just in my world. I was making videos, and then I was like, oh, let's see what Twitter's saying. I'm like, damn it,
dude!
missed
I
it.
happened to find it the moment, a couple minutes after it leaked not leaked, but got announced on Twitter. I was sitting on the toilet actually, and I was like, oh crap! I'm not going to class now. I'm going to make a video. So that's what I did today.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't even. Is there a trailer yet?
No trailer. Just two or three pictures. Yeah. Apparently the trailer is supposed to come out March 29th when Call of Duty Championship is, which is only 2 days before they're announcing or releasing the map rather.
That's kind of weird.
Really weird. Yeah. I was shocked to hear that it's coming out the 31st. It's not even 2 weeks from now. Usually comes out mid-April. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I remember Mob of the Dead was right in the middle of April, and I think whatever the extinction map was. I know that was.
They're usually way later than. They're usually way later. It's only been 5 or 6 weeks since the first one. So it almost makes me feel like they're gonna try to squeeze in a fifth, but
that would make sense if they followed through. Because normally what they do is there's one at the end of January, mid-April, and then the beginning and end of summer.
Right, exactly.
Because that makes sense because everyone buys it.
And then they go the new game. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
this seems like they're gonna have a lot of extra room before the new game.
Yeah, either that or they're gonna end the DLC season early,
I guess
July maybe. Because if they keep on this track, they're gonna the last one will be coming out in July, end of July.
Spoiler alert: Treyarch's game comes out a month early now. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, really though.
If they put that game out in the middle, in the end of summer, I would be so happy.
That would be awesome. Cause summer, everyone's on YouTube in the summertime, right? Because they don't have to be at school, so it'd be sick. But they'd never do that because November's the best time for sales, making money.
They're never gonna move the release dates of this stuff off of Tuesday to help out us people who are in school still.
I know, right?
It kills me, dude.
Do they do that just for servers?
I really have no idea why it's Tuesday. I couldn't think of a more random date.
Well,
it's right in the middle of the week. I don't know.
It's the worst possible day, and I think
it really is.
I think that's why is maybe if the diehards will download it Tuesday, and then it'll slowly get downloaded through the week, and then everyone will download it on the weekend. So it kind of spaces out the downloads, maybe.
Maybe it doesn't crash right like you said, the servers. That's
Yeah.
the only explanation I've ever even heard, and it's the only thing that I could even think of at this point. I really have no explanation at all.
Yeah,
Why
no,
it
because
wouldn't be on,
Tuesday
like, a
is the
Friday or
worst
something.
possible day.
Right, because like for movies, they release them on Fridays because it's the weekend. That's people most likely to go see it. Even seeing sub growth on YouTube and views on YouTube, at least for me, over the past 6 months, the weekends are always a spike. Always.
Oh yeah.
And the
Friday,
week
Saturday.
and it always Monday, Tuesday goes right back down. So I would be surprised to hear, and I really couldn't even give you a reason why they would do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know, but so Burger Town, like this is the only thing I've been hearing about. I don't know what to think of this. I'm hoping that it's like you spawn in like a parking lot kind of Burger Town area, and then maybe you go underground and there's more to the map. Because if it's just like outside,
Yeah.
Did you play the last Extinction map?
I didn't. I gave up on that after the first one.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it was just like outside in this kind of like parking lot, and it almost felt like you were in a garage, like a parking lot garage, like one of
Really?
those big buildings. It was like,
And that's all
this
it
is
was?
awful, yeah. And then like this kind of military fort to the left of it. I'm sure it was something actually important, but that's what it felt like, anyways.
Damn,
It was
yeah.
bad.
I don't know. I'm really hoping it's gonna be. The first map wasn't bad. It seemed like it was bigger than it really was at first.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see. I think it's more just for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah. Well, the
It's kind of
first
random, to be honest.
Yeah, I think like the first map was small, and they did that intentionally, I'm sure, just to introduce people to the whole Exo Zombies idea. And it kind of felt like Kino to me, just like one big circle of a map, right? But
yeah.
like it didn't. I mean, I'm not saying it played like Kino, but it was the same kind of like design. But I think, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna expand upon what they've done, right? And every map is gonna get bigger, and they're gonna add more stuff and make it cooler.
Right. That's the hope. I was actually at the end of the last map after the Easter egg. I was like, "Oh, this heli is gonna come capture us and bring us to the new map location, and it's gonna fit right into the storyline." And then the freaking thing gets blown out of the sky, and I'm like, "Well, now what? How are we gonna get out of here?" So it is on the outskirts of Atlas. Apparently, is the location of it. Which
Yeah.
the other idea I had, I put it in my video today. I said that I wonder if we'd be able to visit the places, the previous maps, and they'll just make it one big map as each new map, smaller map unlocks. But probably
That'd
not
be
going to happen.
interesting.
It's kind of just a hope of mine. more
That'd be
than
like
an
a
actual-
transit. It'd end up being transit.
Yeah, it would end up being a transit, better transit though, not fog, no denizens. No, I guess the bus would still have to be a thing of some sort. You'd have to find a way out to.
There's a
go
bus
from place
though.
to place.
There is a bus on on the first map.
There is. The question is, does it move? Don't know.
We don't know that yet.
We'll never know.
No, so I haven't done the Easter egg, but basically like it just
I
the
tried it for you.
helicopter comes down, a thing hits it, and it's like, okay, well that's it.
Yeah. My question is, what shot it out of the sky? There's no like explanation of that whatsoever. There's no like vocal recording after that. It's nothing. It just blows up and that's it.
Wasn't it like one of those drops?
Maybe I don't know. Like there was no obvious answer for
Oh.
me, so I was kind of just like,
Okay.
what happened here?
Damn. Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's the only thing, like, I do not follow storyline at all, so I'm like pretty clueless to it all. But I know like at the end of every time you play, it's like there's like a person talking and they're like, oh, they failed, but we're really surprised they made it this far.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I meant more so after you actually shoot that. They shoot the helicopter, Blackbird, whatever it is, out of the sky, and then you're just like sitting there on the map, like, what's going on now? What do we do now? It's over. That's it. So I guess it's. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't really know as well if you don't know the storyline. Although there's not much storyline yet. Really,
No,
it's kind of just
no.
opening up. But I live for a good storyline. That's what really.
That's what you're all about, eh?
That's what really pushes my buttons, you know. The
No,
Easter
man.
eggs storyline.
I wish I could get into it, but I'm bad at hunting for them. I try and
Dude, it is hard
I'm
because
so
there are
impressed
times where
with
you're just
anyone
like
that can do it.
you just happen to come across it, luckily, out of the blue. Recently, in more recent Easter eggs, they've done, like, vocal cues or, like, they'll have sounds that'll alarm you that you're doing something right or you're on the right track, or they'll give you hints of some sort or visual hints. But the beginning, like Moon, well, actually, that's not a good example. There was some where you just had to, like, totally randomly come across these steps, and it's unbelievable we even got it at all. But the satisfaction with getting it is just so great, even though it's super frustrating.
Yeah.
That's why it's so great, because it's frustrating as hell. Like, we spent, on this one, the guys who hunted for it anyway, spent freaking hours, like, I would say probably 14 to 16 hours nonstop searching, multiple teams searching, for one little card that apparently all you had to do is shoot the ground and it shows up. Like,
wow.
And we were there so many times doing all kinds of things, and it never happens. So it's just stressful, random. But rewarding, I guess you could say.
See, I kind of wish I had gone for the Origins one, because that was a little more logical, right? Mm-hmm. And it was complicated. And I mean, how long did that one take? Like, I want to say it was 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days. And it doesn't sound like a lot of time if you're someone who's never played, but 2 or 3 days of non-stop searching.
Yeah.
No sleep. Like, and there's thousands of people going for it and sharing, what we find. So
yeah, and then you have the guys who are like, I'm not telling anybody anything.
Yeah, dude, I don't like that. That's the one thing that I've recently not really. The best part about it is the fact that everyone posts and works together.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, like, this is what we found. This is the next step. Let's work on, let's try to find a team. Let's pull a team together and get the next step done. And you share from team to team on Skype. And it's a whole team effort. That's what I love about zombies to begin with, personally, is the team effort. But recently, it'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go into this game solo, and I'm not going to tell you anything that I find until I find the whole thing. And then it's like, haha, I did it first.
Yeah, and it's like you're also building on a foot of those people have found, right?
Right.
I know there's some people, I want to say, like, I think it's like NGT, like, they'll just hop in, and they just do it all on their own, and they just want to figure it out because that's what they enjoy. And, like, that's fine, right? Like, you're doing you. But it's when you're like, I'm going to take from you guys, and, I want to get it first to say I got it first, right? That's what's shitty.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of that in the zombies community, which is unfortunate.
You're right. Recently, it's been a lot more of that.
We're not a united community at all.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Going on that, until recently, I didn't realize that the zombie community is actually a lot smaller than I gave credit to. Like, there's a lot of people that play, but there is not a lot of consistent players now anymore. I mean, you had, I guess, Big Guy's Syndicate back in the day, but he does a lot of Minecraft now. He's not really about Easter egg hunting or anything like that. He just kind of plays to play because he's big now, and people watch him play because he's, the zombie god, I guess, zombie father, whatever you want to call him. But if you think about it, how many channels are consistently dedicated to posting everything zombies?
Yeah, we talked about this.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to bring it up right here, because we specifically went over. I couldn't even count 10 people that do it consistently anymore, and just do it for the love of it. It's a lot of people doing it, hopping in, getting the Easter egg done, just kind of for views, and then they go and play other games, and it's like, bro, this is not even your game. Get out of here.
I'm
not going to name names, but people know who they are.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, and like, I'm new to the zombies community, so I try not to say those kinds of things. I know you've been in there forever, but like with me, I started zombies at like Black Ops 2, which now is a long time ago.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even discredit yourself like that. It's not like you're not a part of it. If you do it because you love the game and that's what you post consistently, like you do, that's awesome. That's great. That's exactly that's what the community is all about. It doesn't matter if you started yesterday or 5 years ago at World at War like I did, but when people who post other things and then just hop in right when the zombie stuff comes out just to get the views and then say, well, this, like, it's not. Some people don't even post their own gameplay. They just steal the people who actually do all the work, upload it because they're gonna get top search results, and then that's it. That's all they do for the money because people are searching it, and it's like, dude. Like, you don't enjoy this game like we do. You don't put the kind of time and effort into making this entertaining for your fans and figuring this out together. You shouldn't even be doing this.
No, I completely agree with that, man. When GTA came out, I mean, there was a lot of people who were in the zombies community. And
that switched.
So many people switched. They just completely abandoned all the subscribers they built up from zombies and just went to GTA.
Yeah.
And I was one of the few people. I was like, you know what? I tried GTA. I tried to play it. I saw the views. I got a couple of videos that did well. I was like, you know what? Like, this isn't for me. You know, I had a little bit of fun with this when this first came out, just going around free play. But I mean, I'm gonna lie to myself, and if I think that I can go a full year and upload GTA, like I don't enjoy this like I enjoy zombies. Zombies is what I love,
Right?
And that's like what keeps me going through this time of no content.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I did. I have probably maybe close to 10 videos, and I was like, yeah, they got great views. They actually got really great views, and I was like, but this like it's not zombies, you know. The sad thing was there wasn't any zombies. There hasn't been new content for almost 2 years now, so it's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And I guess I'm being a little hypocritical because I'm saying I'm a true zombies fan at heart, but I'm over here playing Clash of Clans. But you're right. It's hard because there's not anything new right now, and the one problem with custom zombies, which is absolutely awesome, is not everybody can get it. Most people can't get it, in fact, because there's a lot of
custom zombies is awesome to play, but not everyone likes to watch it.
Right, because I think the reason I told you this in PAX is because a lot of people that watch it can't play it. They can't get it and go do it themselves.
Yes.
So
exactly.
It's like I can't relate. I can't actually, you know, like there's
That's
no
the
point in
thing.
watching your Easter egg tutorial because I can't even do it. So screw you. Like I'm not gonna watch it, you know, and I wouldn't either.
Yeah, no, that's what it is it's that relativeness where you say like, oh yeah, like if you're watching a video on Origins, it's like, right, yeah, I know exactly where it's gonna go.
I'm gonna go search. Like a lot of people search and end up finding your channel because they need to know how to do something, and they find that you give all these tips and tricks on how to do those things.
Yeah.
And boom, there they go, and then you know, you have a new subscriber. But even things like GTA, the reason it's so popular and it does so on YouTube, in my opinion, it's a great game. I'm not gonna discredit it. It's an absolutely awesome game. It's so much going on in it, but so many people can play it and do play it that there is just so much viewership there. It's kind of easy to grow a channel off of that because there's so much viewership there. But sticking with zombies, I have a lot of respect for people who stuck by in the last 2 years, and there's not many of us anymore.
Not many. No, not at all. Like you said, there's probably about, I want to say maybe 8 I can think off the top of my head.
8 that I can name that are consistent and of a certain size.
Yeah, well that's the thing. I mean, I know a few people who are small, and like it's cool to see a few people getting into zombies now.
Right.
Because I wish I had started zombies when they did, like 8 months before Black Ops 2 came out. Like I started a month before Black Ops 2, so I didn't really know what I was doing with YouTube, and like I made a lot of mistakes with transit that I had to learn, and you know, just to making videos and stuff. I wasn't like a good commentator, but it's cool to see people just getting into it now, because once Black Ops 3 or whatever the next COD is, it's going to be good for them. I mean, it's going to be good for everyone, obviously.
I'm really interested to see how it goes. Saying what we've said, that there's few, I guess, community well-known channels left that are still doing it consistently. It'll be interesting. There will definitely be an influx of content, though, when it comes out. There'll be all kinds of channels hopping on it.
Yeah. I think, though, that being, like, sticking to it now is going to help with that, though.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You have a name in the zombies.
You are already... a lot of people be like, yeah, well, when this game comes out, I'm gonna hop on that train. Well, you can, but you are already way behind the people who have been here for forever. So, doing this now is definitely going to be a big help to those channels who are trying to do Black Ops 3 content.
Yeah.
Zombie
What do you want for this next Treyarch game? Do you want Black Ops 3 or World at War 2?
You know, I wanted Black Ops 3, but then as soon as the idea of World at War 2 came out, I was kind of like, we've had 2 Black Ops games. They were good. But World at War was my first love.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I would be happy with either. So really, I see it as a win-win. You can't lose.
Yeah, that's true.
Until they throw a curveball and come out with, I don't know. I can't even pull up a name, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think, yeah, don't even put that name in my head. That game is garbage. Awful.
Bad.
I actually, after that game, I've vowed to never play multiplayer again.
Really?
So bad. I really hate it. It makes me so mad.
Oh, it's bad, man.
It would be great if they came out with a zombie-only game, honestly, dude.
That's
Take my money.
That has been talked about since like World at War.
It really has.
But it always comes back. It's like, why don't you just do a zombie game? Like, everybody loves your zombies. We don't really care about multiplayer anymore. We want just zombies.
Dude, I think it would. The reason they don't do it, I'm sure, is because there wouldn't be a big enough selling market for it. There's a huge, really, really driven community, but that community is only a small fraction of the Call of Duty franchise community. So
yeah,
I don't know. From a economic standpoint, I don't think it's a smart move on their part. But if they love us enough,
I agree with that.
And they listen to this at any point in time, I've said this multiple times on YouTube and different videos. If you ever listen, we would love that.
Wouldn't complain.
Wouldn't. I would literally. I would pay $100 for it.
Oh, easily. I mean, we already do when we get all the DLCs. You think about it that way.
Yeah, true. That's true. But
no, I think the thing with Call of Duty is, at least with the Treyarch games, is you have multiplayer, and I mean, everyone loves multiplayer. It's not as big as it once was. I mean, at least not in the YouTube scene.
Right.
But it's like, okay, play multiplayer. Oh, let's just go play a game of zombies and chill, right? So you can kind of go back and forth, like,
that's
multiplayer,
true.
Which is more serious, and then you have that chill factor of just a game of zombies.
Right.
Which
you could do that in Treyarch games, which is why I love their games. But these other games, you can't do that. So it's like, I'm bored of this. What do I do now?
Yeah, and like these new game modes aren't chill. When you sit down and play a game of zombies, you can just have a nice conversation, and every couple minutes you might almost die and get freaked out. But for the most part, like, you're not getting interrupted by the gameplay, and you're just kind of going through, and it's fun. It's not like it's in the back of your head and it's boring. It's just chill. But with something like Extinction, it's like ammo, shield, and you can't even have a conversation because you're so busy going through that.
Not only that, I just hate things that try to imitate zombies and do a poor job at it.
Yeah.
We love zombies. I appreciate the fact that they're trying to make up for it in these other games, but the only thing I give credit to is Exo Zombies. It's been pretty good. It's been close enough to where it's like, oh, okay, I'll play this while I wait for what I really want.
Yeah,
which is nice.
It's enough to be something to take the place of zombies while it's not here.
Right.
Extinction was, I mean, I liked the second Extinction map. I really did enjoy that Mayday. I don't know. I guess you said you never played it.
I played it once. Actually, yeah, I did. I played it a little bit.
It had like the giant Kraken at the end of it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. But everything else was just not very good.
Yeah.
And after that, it really went downhill.
And yeah. I guess I can kind of open up a new conversation about the reason I personally identify that I love zombies is because it's a co-op mode, and there's other co-op modes out there like Extinction that just don't do the same thing for me. But there's something about the way you have to work as a team in zombies that really attracts me, that I like to play, that I don't find in things like multiplayer, and a lot of other games.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think that was why Grief didn't do well, was because that's not what people wanted with zombies, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing with Grief, though, I feel like they kind of tried to make a mode where you could have 8 people, which is something, again, I've always wanted to have more people
true.
play with. But they couldn't do it, so you had 8 people versus zombies. You had to do team versus team, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and it just didn't work out because you'd die too easily, but both teams wouldn't be able to survive. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see a mode where you could do not even 8, but 6 players. Versus
honestly,
zombies.
Did you ever do that glitch with Transit where you could play with 8 people?
Oh yeah, I tried it once.
That was how that map should have been played. I mean, I don't think the servers would be able to handle it, but 8 people Transit was actually a lot of fun.
It would have been much better, yeah.
Because everything was just so spaced out with that map. If you die, you're gone. Yeah.
And that map could have had so much potential. It initially I loved it because it was like massive. It was different. It was also the first Black Ops 2 game map, so I was kind of just like in over my head with excitement. But looking back, it's probably one of my least favorite maps. I'd say for most people as well because of really two things: the fog, the denizens, and I guess space is another thing. But
I think it overall, I want to say it was just like the tediousness of the
right,
map.
exactly. It was. I mean, it might have been less bad if you could just go from place to place without having to take the bus or actually seeing where you're going.
Yeah.
But you're right. You couldn't just hop in a game for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes and play. It would take a long time just to get one loop around the map to get everything you needed, the perks you needed, the guns you needed, whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, you had to invest so much time into anything. Like, you just think, to get the wonder weapon of the map, I know it wasn't a real wonder weapon.
Right.
It's like, okay, I got to go to here, to here, to here, to here. And every time I get this part, I have to go all the way to the town, right? So,
right.
like, that is such an investment of time. And it's there's so much downtime where you're not really enjoying yourself.
You're not doing anything.
Pack a punch, like, crazy. I always argue, like, if they had made the map, put Pack a Punch in the middle of the map, put a better better wonder weapon in the mystery box, and just make it somehow that the bus would always like be there or something. Mm-hmm. I think that would have made it twice as good as what it was.
It would have been much better in that way.
And like put the box at every area. Put a box in every area. Like that, just limit that downtime.
I almost question why they went. I guess just because the first map and they had a lot of time to do it. But that map was so there's so much going on. It's a huge map. Like, why couldn't they have spaced that out and put a little bit more time and detail into other maps? Although the other maps were phenomenal.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Wait before you say that, because I mean, you got Mob of the Dead and Origins.
Yeah, actually, I would say. Well, I guess this is a good question. What's your favorite map of each game? We'll go each game because there's a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I guess you've really started Black Ops 2. How much have you played of Black Ops 1 and World at War?
Oh, I started on Knocked. That was my first.
Oh, well, you didn't start YouTube till Black Ops 2, you mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Man, honestly, like, I have so much love for every World at War map, even Verrucht.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. If Derice was less glitchy, I would say it's that map. But, like, there's so many little things, like, you can't really use the Wonder Waff, and it's just the gravity, like, you get sucked in by the zombies. Things like that kind of ruins it for me now when I go back. So I'd probably say Knocked, I think.
Okay.
I think I say Knocked, Derice, Shino, then Druk.
Okay. I'd say, for World War, I'd say Derice, hands down. Even with the minor glitches, that map was I still love going back and playing that map. For whatever reason, it's just like it's small enough where it's good. It's detailed enough where it'll keep you interested for a little bit. And I don't know why, but teaming up on the catwalk is the most exhilarating thing I've ever done in my life. Like putting bouncing buddies in the back, just sitting in the little cage area, all four of us loading up on ammo and just plowing down zombies. Like just. We're not allowed to move. You can't go anywhere. It's just like the standing still challenge. Survive as long as you can. It's just so exhilarating. I don't know why.
I totally agree with that. See, and that's the thing. I guess now when I play it, I never do that. I always, because that's what I used to always do when I played.
Right, now you just, now that you just train yourself, and even if you have a team, you train in different areas. It's better for staying up high rounds, but I think in that way, it's kind of killed a lot of the excitement that I remember from first playing. That was one of the first maps I've ever played, if not the first map. I think that's the first map I played at a friend's house, and I got introduced to it.
Okay.
And it was just like, this is where you go. We got to sit in the catwalk and get the MG42, and we're gonna plow all day. And it was like they got closer. It was just like, oh shit! It was so exciting. I don't know.
Yeah, you're running low on ammo, and you get it like last second.
Ammo, bouncing Betty, let's go, and then run around. Teleport to escape. It was crazy. I don't know.
Well, that was Knocked, right? I mean, that was what you started with. You camped up at the grenade spot with your ray gun.
Right.
And you had nothing. You had 2 guns, and that was it.
Yeah, you had no type of help. And there's nowhere to run either. You can't really... I mean, you can now, but...
Well, that wasn't a thing.
At that point, you didn't know how to train. You were like, I gotta just get him in a line and shoot is my best strategy that anyone could come up with at that point.
Yeah.
And... The idea of not being mobile or not understanding how to use mobility to save yourself made the game so much more like freaky and
hectic.
And yeah, exactly. It wasn't chill, to be honest with you, but at that point I didn't really want chill. I wanted to be freaked out. I wanted to be like on edge, antsy the whole time.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. So that was my favorite one from World at War.
Okay.
Black Ops 1, you can go first.
I'll go. Yeah. Man, so here's the thing is that was what I was totally into during the World at War days. And as the Black Ops 1 maps came out, they kind of moved away from camping and tried to get people to train more. So after Kino, I didn't really play the maps until Moon came out. Like I didn't buy Ascension, Call of the Dead, or Shangri-La. So I was kind of like limited, and I didn't get to play those maps when they first came out. Gotcha. So I would say probably my favorite map. I mean, it's either honestly like I almost want to say 5.
Really?
Yeah, which is weird, but I just like I didn't like Kino at all. And although I didn't, excuse me, although I didn't like 5 either, like there was something about that map that I just kind of enjoyed. So, I mean, I played Moon right when it came out, and I hated it. Like,
really?
I was like, no, screw this. This is too complicated. I hate the gravity. I hate the astronaut. And I just, no, it wasn't for me.
Wow. See, I think I have a very different viewpoint. I like this stuff. I really do, because we got your opinion as a zombie player, who I honor as a true zombie player.
Right.
And then there's my opinion. It's actually probably the exact opposite. And it's because you like the gameplay and aesthetics of the game, and I like more of the storyline aspect of the game.
Yeah.
Although we both love the whole game, but
oh yeah.
Going off of that,
but yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it's not that you don't like the storyline. It's just that you said you don't Easter egg hunt as much as I guess.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
So, with that in mind, I 5 is probably my least favorite map of any map in zombies.
Fair.
And I don't know why. Nothing did it for me on that map. It just pissed me off so much. My favorite one, tough. I'd probably say Shangri-La. The Easter egg was freaking unbelievable. Probably still the longest Easter egg to do, especially if you want to do it for all 4 people. But the fact that you could get all your perks, like all perma perks,
yeah, that's
blew
true.
my mind and made me like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing that ever happened to us. But then the Moon Easter egg was just at that point for me. It seems like when my channel really blew up, and a lot of channels really blew up actually off of that Easter egg. It was crazy Easter egg. It was the ending, crazy ending to the storyline, and it left us all hanging really hardcore for the next one. So I'd still say Shangri-La, but Moon was a close second on that one for sure. People love. I never understood. People love Kino so much. I thought it was a pretty average map, to be honest. It's like so many world records involved in it. So many people always talk about Kino. I don't know. I just feel like it's hyped up a lot more than I ever thought it was.
I agree with that. I mean, like the way I look at Kino as a World at War map. I don't know if you know the whole thing, but Kino was originally supposed to be in World at War as the 4th DLC, and it like just got delayed or whatever, so they threw it into Black Ops 1. But you could totally tell how similar Kino is to Darius and the other maps, right?
Just the one thing that stands out to me is the coloring.
Yeah.
Of the map is so similar. It's got that blue, gray, darkness to it kind of deal. And then you have these other maps that are, depressing colors, really, they are. And then that's why, the other reason like Shangri-La was so pretty and different colored. And
that's true. I give Shangri-La that. They had great colors. But
it was great coloring, yeah.
I hated Shangri-La for like a year and a half. And I was playing with another YouTuber, 2Pro Games, and he's like, look, man, like, I love this map. I want you to understand why it's a good map. So we played, and I could never get like beyond round 15. I was just so bad at it. Didn't know what I was doing. And I realized like I don't like setting up for that map, but it was once we got going and we got our trains going, and I had I think like Mustang and Sally's with PhD running around. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's a good map, and I couldn't appreciate it because I couldn't get like the setup.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I mean, I would say that for any map. If I can't get going, it's like, well, this is not fun. I can't do what I want. This is not fun for me.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so, that map was it's pretty cool. I thought.
Yeah. So Black Ops 2. This is where it gets hard for me.
This is by far the hardest. And I think a lot of people are gonna. Well, I hope we get a lot of comments from zombie guys who tone in and comment below what their favorite maps are and for the reasoning, if they agree with us or not. But
yeah,
I feel like I would a lot of hate say from
I would probably have to say Origins, but it's so close with Mob of the Dead.
So you like the campaign writers writing?
Yeah.
Now, what did you like about them though? Was it the storyline you liked? Was it like
that's what I mean. Like, it is the storyline. I love the storylines behind both maps. I think they're awesome. I love how in depth the maps are. Like, I mean, Origins and Mob of the Dead are probably the two maps I post most on my channel still, because there's so much stuff you can do with it. Like, I'm still coming up with new ideas for those two maps, just new challenges, new things like that. Right. So I never am really running out of things to do with the maps. So I think that at the end of the day is why I like them so much.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say that those two put a level of detail that I don't think we've ever seen before into the maps, which was nice. I wouldn't mind if that same team was willing to make some more maps for us, because those were I think all Black Ops 2 DLC was amazing. All the maps were amazing, I thought.
What would you say? Struggling, eh?
Yeah, dude, it's tough. It's tough, man. They're all so good. It's hard to pick one. But this is why I think people are going to hate me, because they're going to be like, no, that's my least favorite. It sucked. I like Buried a lot.
Okay.
Buried had, from a YouTuber perspective, Buried was a gold mine, dude.
Buried did well, yeah.
Filled with stuff you could post. The bank system. There was so many Easter eggs. The main Easter egg itself had two different Easter eggs you could do for Richtofen and Maxis, obviously, but that was not new at that point. They had done that in Mob of the Dead, but within those it kind of ended the storyline, really, for the main storyline anyway, because the Mob of the Dead and Origins had a kind of altered storyline somewhat.
Right.
They were related, but they weren't really on the same course that we've been going for since World at War. So it was kind of an ending, and it was a lot of buzz on YouTube. I was also a part of the team. We got the Easter egg done really early on, so we got a lot of credit for that, which is really cool. And the Easter egg itself was just so much fun. I remember when we got it, we finished the bullseye thing in the I guess it was like the pub or whatever.
Oh, the shooting guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we did it so many times, and one person would miss one each time, and we'd be like, no. And we were getting up really high in rounds. We were like, crap, we're not going to make it. And it took a decent amount of time to do the Easter egg. So once we finally got it, we were screaming on stream. It was nuts. Everyone was going ham. It was a good memory. So that's probably why it was one of my favorite ones. But they're all so good. I really hope Black Ops 3, World at War 2, whatever it is, I hope it parallels, if not beats, what we've seen in Black Ops 2. Because if we had to pick a game of the three, it's hard to pick against the first one that started it, because it's just like it's the beginning, it's the best. Usually the first is the best of any series, but I would say, and I'm sure you'll agree with me just because of your YouTube stuff, but I'd say Black Ops 2 was by far the best in terms of zombies.
I think so, yeah. I mean, Transit, I like your attitude. You're positive. I talked to some people with zombies, and they're like, I fucking hated this map. But no, I every map has its own thing. I mean, Transit was a mess.
Yeah,
they could have saved it, but like maybe. But no, like Die Rise, I don't really love Die Rise. I mean, it's cool. It's got its value, but it's probably my least favorite of the four.
Right.
Mob of the Dead is your scary, like World at War feel, with the gangsters, and it's just a really cool map. I like that map for the storyline. I think it's just fun, right? I love the setup with the vitrolic withering and electric cherry, and you're just like invincible. Buried is, I mean, like from a gameplay standard, is definitely easier, but
it is, absolutely.
It's great for doing like challenges and stuff, because there's so much flexibility with the bank and just being able to get fully set up that you can do a lot of different things really easily with that map. And I know a lot of people like it because it is easy if you're not the greatest zombie player.
Right.
And then Origins to me is just like the greatest map. Like you have the original characters and the staffs. It's just so much stuff to do in that map. So to me, I think every map has its own thing.
Absolutely. I would agree completely with what you just said.
Even Nuketown I like.
Yeah, no, the only map I will ever really give shit to is 5. I literally couldn't find a single thing I enjoyed about it. I don't know why. It's just like it's
not even the characters.
I guess it's cool. I do like when they throw actual history in there, like they did with Mob of the Dead a little bit. They had some actual history in it, which was cool. Yeah. But I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. But every other map, I've here's the thing: when you're playing them, they're new. They are exactly what we want. We're getting new zombie maps, which I can never complain about. And
true,
everyone's playing it. It's so much fun. And you know what? I'm playing it. It doesn't even matter how bad the map is looking back. It's fun in the moment.
Oh,
there's
absolutely.
Memories with it, and there's we make videos. We put a ton of time playing it because it's a lot of fun. Looking back, of course, people are going to rip the shreds and think, oh, well, this one was obviously better than this one for this, and this reason, and that's fine. But what I look back on and see is I had a hell of a lot of fun playing this map. So it's, even though it's not the best of all of them, I think it's a great map still.
Yeah. Like, I guess if you look at it, Transit was good because we hadn't had zombies for over a year.
Right.
So there was hype for that. And then it wasn't the greatest map. So Dire Eyes was really good because it was so much better than Transit, right?
Right.
And then Mob the Dead, Buried, I think it just kind of kept stepping it up.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. I
would agree. It definitely got better as it progressed. Looking back anyway.
I don't understand how they can get bigger. Like after Moon, I was like, they're not going to do anything.
Dude, you're telling me, dude.
And yeah. And then Transit comes around. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, they're not going to do anything bigger than that. And then Mob of the Dead drops. I'm like, holy crap, what? And it's insane. One of my favorite things about Origins was the fact that you have 4 wonder weapons, so everybody gets a gun.
Yes, yeah, it was
That's
cool.
That's something that they did right.
Yeah. I at first I was like, wow, we're gonna have 4 of these weapons. It's gonna be so easy. We're gonna just destroy these zombies with these things. And then the fact you could upgrade them again, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, it was cool. OP. It was, and I'm sitting here saying the same thing we did at Moon probably. And even before that, it's like, how can it get better? But it can't. I wouldn't even be mad if it stayed, if it's continued on what they've already been doing. But I feel like since they have 2 years, it is bound to be everything we've wanted and more.
Yeah.
Although there were some things we did want, we didn't even mention. What is it? Turned. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The game mode. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Right. I don't even remember because it was so bad and nobody gave a shit about it. But
yeah,
we all wanted to be the zombie, right? We were all like, that would be so freaking cool. And then we got it, and it was just terrible.
Do you think they could have fixed that?
I think they could have done better with it. But after actually playing as it and seeing what we, going through what we could actually do to improve it, I don't know that it would actually be that great because a lot of finding out from Turned, a lot of what I enjoy about zombies is the fact that we're hard-pressed to survive as a team. But as a zombie, you're not really as much of a team. No. And there's nothing to lose. You can't die. You're a zombie already. You've hit rock bottom, really. You're just running around trying to get other people to be a zombie. It's kind of like
it's just not that fun.
Game, which it's there's a certain sense of excitement when you have something to lose and you're trying to keep that, I guess, your life, really, and you don't have that in turn. So it's kind of like, what am I playing for? I think I don't know.
If they had gone with something kind of infected-y, instead of 4 people, make it 12 or 18, that might have worked.
Yeah, if they had more people, that would make it better.
Yeah, but 4 is just what is this?
Right. It almost
one person drops out, and you're like, okay, this game's over.
Right. Exactly. Have you ever played Mike Myers?
Yes.
See, that's if it was more like that, I feel like it would be better yet.
Yeah, Mike Myers.
But even then, I feel like it's a game mode where it's kind of one dimensional. There's not really a lot to do other than, like in zombies, you have to survive obviously, but there's all different things you can do. You can try to do this Easter egg. You can try to build the wonder weapon. You can try to upgrade your ammo so you can survive better. You can find different strategies. There's all different things you can really do. But in turn, it's like my only goal is to get the other person to turn into a zombie. That is it. Once I do that, my day is over.
Yeah, you're just back to normal zombies.
There's nothing to upgrade. There's nothing to you can't improve your performance at any way. It's kind of like you just do what you got to do and that's it, and there's nothing to it. So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna bring that back. It seemed like a pretty big failure in my book.
Yeah, it's unlikely. Something I wish they had have done with the maps is, so in Grief, I guess you have Town Grief, Mob of the Dead, and Buried, I think. Those are the only 3 maps with Grief, I'm pretty sure. They have, like, basically a condensed version of the map. Now, Mob of the Dead is the big one for me, just cell block. Mm-hmm. I wish they had put cell block, and I guess the Buried area, too, as a survival map. I think that would be a really good time. Like, I love Mob of the Dead, but sometimes you just want to get in and just play a quick game, right?
Yeah.
And with Mob of the Dead, like, there's a lot to do. So I think it would have been cool if you could just hop into Cell Block and just play it as the Grief mode map. I don't know.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's actually one good point I could bring up here is one other reason I loved DeVries so much is because you could do that. It was a map where you could do other things like you wanted to, if you wanted to, or you could just hop in and play a quick game because you could.
Yeah, exactly.
It was small enough, yet dynamic enough that you could do either one, same map, which is why I thought it was a great map to play over and over again. But with these newer maps, there's so much going on that you really can't, like you said, in Mob of the Dead specifically, you can't hop in and just play a quick game, a quick chill game if you wanted to play, or do a challenge real quick and get going. So I think that's a great suggestion. And I think what they could do instead of selling a zombie exclusive game, they could sell the regular Call of Duty, but I'm kind of hoping that this might happen. Since they had 2 years, and they have 2 years between their development cycles now, they could spend their time consolidating all of the zombie maps we already have, and making survival maps of the bigger maps in Black Ops 2, and putting them all on a new gen disc.
Are you saying? Oh, so just remake the maps basically.
Right, like a remastered version of all the old ones.
Oh, I want that
because
so
right
bad.
now you can only play. Actually, you can't play anything on new gen. Right?
No, nothing.
Right, so you'll be able to play
zombies.
nothing. You have to go back. And I guess it's not that big of a deal because they're good as they are, but I think that'd be cool if you put them all on one disc and maybe even added some, like you said, like a survival version of Cell Block.
Yeah, some of those maps.
And something like that. I think that'd be cool.
Could you imagine Origins on next gen?
Dude, that'd be a good
just
time
seeing
for
those
your
robots.
Eyes. It'd be a good time for your eyes, that's for sure.
Oh my god, that would be
I'm
insane.
getting excited thinking about the new maps on next gen, dude. I'm freaking pumped.
Yeah, true. I mean, even what we're gonna get with Exo Zombies is gonna be sick, probably. Yeah. I mean, this map they gave us was not appealing visually at all.
Yeah, it was
ugly.
It was pretty ugly. Yeah, the reason I'm more positive about the first Exo Zombie map is because I was expecting so little.
Right.
Based on Extinction and Spec Ops, based on the other knockoffs, I thought it was going to be, the third rendition of a zombie knockoff, which technically it is, but it's more similar to zombies than it's so similar to zombies. It really is. It's even called zombies, but I guess it's so close that it's better than I was expecting, and therefore I kind of give it some credit because there was also an Easter egg, which there wasn't in the other ones. There was an actual legitimate Easter egg that we were going for, which was pretty decent, by the way, for the first ever from Sledgehammer. So I thought that was better than I was expecting. So I kind of don't see it as this awfully ugly map. And to be honest with you, I have no interest in playing it right now. It was kind of a one and done thing. So the timeliness of it, timelessness of it, is kind of dead. As where other maps like Black Ops 2, I could go back and play this right now, no problem.
Yeah, they haven't established a replay value yet.
Right, exactly. It's a better way to put it.
Yeah, honestly, the one thing Extinction did right was the teeth system. That actually gave me a lot of incentive to play. Like, I hadn't played for months, and then they added teeth, and I'm like, yeah, I'll play a bit, try to get some cool stuff for the next maps. I mean, I'm not saying they add anything like that, but right now, that is the one thing Exozombies does not have is replayability.
Right.
I don't know how you could add that. I think part of it, though, is like we're getting so into that high round. Like the first day, people were on round 30, 40.
Right.
And it's just, it used to be like you get to round 20 and you were God.
Yeah. It's really crazy how it's all changed. And I think, I guess you weren't really in the scene too much then, but when I first heard of Syndicate, he was at 60K subs, which is kind of a joke now, 8 million. God.
Yeah.
But 60K subs, and that was a lot back then. It was like, wow, this guy's blowing up. He went to 60K subs, and he invented the rape train on the Ascension landing pad. And ever since that moment, in my eyes anyway, it's been a complete turnaround of the way the game is played. It is, like you said, people are going round 200 when we thought round 50 was like, you are the best zombie player to walk this earth right now. And it's crazy how just changed. A different little strategy changed the game so much. But I also think that contributed a lot to the growth of the community because there's so much hype about there's more hype about high rounds and how to get to high rounds.
Well, dude, his 115 on Moon was like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know what you mean.
That and even Kino, he did something huge on Kino.
Oh, he did, yeah. 100
I don't
or
even know what
115.
round it was. It might have been 100, another 115 or something like that, which was just the fact to think about how long he spent playing the game.
Couldn't do it.
Appreciates kind of a respect that I could never do, ever.
Yeah.
The highest I ever got was level 69 at Ascension. And the freaking monkeys killing me. Of all things, the monkeys, dude.
Classic, yeah. So when did you get into YouTube with the whole zombies thing? I assume you started with zombies.
I started at World of War, but I don't really know. Honestly, a lot of people don't know this, but I started YouTube as a tips guy for Call of Duty, not even zombies. I was like giving tips on how to get nukes and high round, like high kill death gameplay, which is obsolete now, obviously. But
so like Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 was my jam, dude.
Okay.
Modern Warfare 2 was my jam. I played 32 days on Modern Warfare 2.
Damn.
32 days, that's unbelievable. But yeah, no, my first video was how to get a nuke. And dude, it was bad. It was a bad video. I still have it up if you want to go watch. It's awful. But
it's on mcsportzhawk.
Oh, it is there. It's the first one.
Nice.
My voice is shaking. The quality. I recorded my TV with a camera. It was bad.
Oh, that's good.
Hey,
I like
you gotta
it.
start somewhere, right? Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Everyone did start there.
Yeah. 2009, man. Starting
Those
early.
were the days. Okay, so you started with Modern Warfare 2. How'd you get into zombies?
I don't even remember, honestly. I just started playing Derice. Like I said, the first map I think I played was Derice.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, this is awesome. Like, I got to get this. So I got the game, started with Noct, decided it was worth buying the maps, so I bought the maps. I never really played Verrucht. I played a little bit of Shino Numa. And then when I really started getting into it, my friend Jordan, who's now... he's got a kid and all kinds of crazy stuff, but he got to round 1337.
On Shino
Numa, and it was like there was like a glitch after round I think 60 or so. It was basically an insta kill, permanent insta kill, so you could just kill them all real easy.
Yeah.
And then it would go on and off every couple rounds, but. He did that, and I was like, wow. I was like, this is really blowing up. Like, this is doing really well on my channel, and I love the game, so I'm gonna start posting this all the time. And from then on, I just posted zombies, and it blew up. It continued to blow up, and I was hooked. I loved it. Still love it.
That's awesome.
Will always love it. But
yeah.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for it to come back because, like I said, Custom zombies does not do well on the channel. I like playing them. I play them. They're fun.
Right.
But they don't do well. And people ask for them too. It's weird. People will ask, like, you do more custom zombies, do some more custom zombies. And then they get no views. And the people like, have you posted any? I'm like, dude, look at it. I just posted a whole 6 video series of this map and nobody watched it. And you're asking me if I posted it.
It's a small but very vocal community. The people that like it love it, but there's not a lot of people that love it.
Right.
We should we should try some sort of just like Black Ops 2 challenges.
You know what? I was just gonna say that because you obviously have found success with that, and that's something that I've never found success with. To be honest, I've been more recently anyway. Has been storyline, Easter eggs primarily. I go for the Easter eggs big time. Maybe a couple tips and tricks videos, strategy videos, but other than that, I've never really done challenge videos. We've done a couple on a couple maps after they've gotten a little older, but it's never been a thing that I do a lot, and it's something that I would especially gearing up for the next Treyarch game. I'd say over the summer, let's do it, man, because you obviously got some good challenges up your sleeve. I say let's go for it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, it takes a while to catch on. Like, I didn't do challenges through Black Ops 2 at all. And, I mean, I'd throw it in once in a while, but it just wasn't, like, the thing I did on my channel. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of, after Origins ended, I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? So I started doing those, and eventually they just kind of catch on, and it's just, like, what your subscribers kind of expect through, like, at least for my channel, like, it's what I do throughout the week. And then, I mean, I've just kind of progressed and get into crazy ideas. Like, the craziest thing I did was the Rainbow Perk Challenge, and basically how it worked was on Origins, and you have to get 8 perks in the order of the rainbow. So you start with Jug, then go, like, Jug for red, then double tap orange, and all the way to, like, PhD at purple. And, like, I mean, it's a pretty simple idea, right? Mm-hmm. But the process to doing that is, like, okay, I have to first get something that's going to be able to, like, a gun that's going to help me get to, like, 35 plus. And then, because I was, like, really bad at getting the dig sites. And then it's like, I got to learn where all the dig sites are. And I got to get the golden shovel. And, like, it's a whole process. And just, like, doing things like that, people really like to watch that struggle.
The struggle.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I really... I really have never really gotten into that scene, and gearing up for Black Ops 3 is definitely a great way to go for it. I think.
Yeah, man, we should. It's a lot of fun, and that's the thing with me.
Exactly,
it's the most fun I have on my channel.
Well, hey, dude.
Well, maybe this is the podcast, but that or the podcast, but no, it's always a good time. I mean, sometimes, like, I tried recording today for like 2 hours, and I didn't get anything. And that's when it sucks. It's just like, oh my god, I'm just not on today. But
what were you trying to record though?
A buried live com.
Gotcha. I was just gonna ask that question next. How do you structure your challenges? Do you do like highlights? Do you do full playthroughs and post several videos all in one video? What do you do?
Yeah, full thing. So I usually try to keep it under an hour. Like, very rarely will it go over an hour and a half. And I try to keep it under 6 parts or so. So I like 3 to 6 parts. So I'll just, play for an hour and just cut it up into however many parts I feel fit, and just upload that throughout the week. So then you got, like, daily uploads, right? So it makes it a little bit easier with school.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I know how that is. So you do it. So do you post whether you succeed or fail, or you do it until you pass it, or until you, like, actually complete the challenge?
Mostly I do this to success. I like to throw in a fail once in a while, just, because
especially if you get far, right? You get almost at the end, and then you're like, I failed.
Yeah, but a lot of the challenges is just how far can you get, right?
Right.
So, like, with the rainbow perk, it was like, okay, I have to get this because, people are going to be disappointed watching 6 episodes and then I die. Right. But if it's like, I don't know, wall or like no purchase challenge, that's one I do a bit now. So, like, you can't buy anything other than doors. And so it's just like, how far can you get not buying anything?
How the heck do you manage that?
I know.
You can't buy mystery box, wall weapons, anything?
And that's the appeal. People are like, what the hell is he doing? So,
like the pacifist, dude.
Let's say let's say Origins, for example. So you got to basically go through the first couple rounds with nothing. You get a dig gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of work your way with like a ballista or a Remington, and you build the ice staff. So now you got a staff, you got a gun, you're kind of set. And you build the Maxis drone, and you get the free MG. So now you have a pack-a-punch gun and a staff. Eventually get the golden shovel, start working on the perks. Actually, no, I guess you can't work on the perks because you have to buy them from the Wonder Fist. But you get a shield, and then that's basically how you have to go. You can only really do it with Black Ops 2 maps because there's not like a lot of free stuff in the older maps.
Right.
But that's
awesome. I'm kind of getting pumped for this right now. I kind of want to try it.
Yeah, we should do that or like something. Another one I've been meaning to do with a couple YouTubers, if you'd be interested, is explosives only on Buried.
Oh boy, I like the sound of that, dude.
So what you do, you go to the bank, you get like 20 grand out. Everyone goes to the witch's house, pack-a-punches their Mustang and Sally's, gets the PhD perma perk, and then you just, you see how far you can make it. I've done it with one other guy, and it is the funniest challenge I've ever done. Like, just explosives the whole time. It's so crazy. You got like a War Machine, a Mustang, and Sally's. It's amazing. Like,
I love it. I love it. Sounds awesome. So you generally do it with other people, or do you solo sometimes?
Mostly solo. I'm trying to get a little more into it with other people though.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, the challenge it's a fun scene.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
We should definitely do some challenges.
I'd be up for it. Because we've been talking a bit about the whole collab things and stuff.
Absolutely, dude. I think we should do some videos together for sure.
All right, cool. Yeah. So we got in a little fight at PAX, eh?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I want a rematch, to be honest with you. I didn't know it was coming that quick.
No, you were
my Dragon Ball Z, dude.
I don't even know. I guess for people who don't know, just go to my channel. What's it called? Like
mcsportzhawk versus SmithPlays.
Epic real life fight. Yeah, there's a picture of me and Matt. It just says Matt versus Pat. So we were in a hotel room. Good start to the story, right? But
yeah, definitely.
We were in a hotel room with a bunch of YouTubers, and like I don't even know how we got into us fighting, but like it's just like such a classic like YouTuber moment though. And I didn't like that was that weekend at PAX was like my first time being around YouTubers, and I just found it so cool just to see like so many people who have the same kind of mindset. Like the second a camera gets turned on, it's like, let's do something crazy, make this funny, right?
Yeah,
You're just trying to be entertaining. As like I remember I think you pulled out your like little your camera with your selfie stick. And like all of a sudden Chucky just slams you with the pillow, Misha tackles you, and then I like dogpile on top of you guys. In like 30 seconds it's like, wow, that escalated so quickly.
It did. It really did, man.
Yeah, YouTubers are we're a weird breed of people, man.
We are, dude. I like it though because you pull out with anyone else that's not, a creator on YouTube. You pull out a camera and they're like, whoa, what are you doing? Like this is like awkward. Now you're filming yourself, and you almost feel a little weird doing it because they're making it seem weird. But then you pull out your camera, same way at something like PAX or VidCon or any other convention with other people that do YouTube, and it's like everyone's trying to get in. Everyone's trying to be, spontaneous, funny, get involved. It's a good time, It's like,
yeah, you're just
let's get the camera going.
Other.
Why not? It's such a different environment, but I love it.
Oh my God, man. It was such a unique experience for me. Like, I mean, number one, my motivation has been renewed so much with YouTube.
Yeah.
Just meeting you guys. And I mean, I remember when we went to that restaurant, or not even restaurant, but like that place where they had this huge servings. Do you remember that place?
Yeah, the pizza place.
Yeah, and like we sat there like for a good like couple hours and just talked like business of YouTube.
We did.
And I'd never done anything like that before. It was so cool. And just meeting so many people, I mean, it really got me back into YouTube in a good way. But
absolutely.
Like I was saying to my dad, because he came down with me he went to another conference. I was like, you can see like I'd look at people at PAX and I'd be like, okay, you know, they're here for whatever. This person's like, you know, whatever. And then it's like that person does YouTube. You can just tell. Just the persona they give off, like the confidence. And not even maybe confidence, but just I don't know what it is, but you can just tell.
Right, the way they act, the way they talk to people, the way they're presented, they're approached, I guess, even.
That too, yeah. I mean, the media pass also.
Well, yeah, that actually probably will help too. But yeah, it is. I mean, if we want to go down this road, YouTube, for me personally, as a person, completely changed how I am. Like, I used to be shy. I guess, not really, I guess. But when you first met me, what'd you think?
Okay, well, we first met in that sketchy alleyway. That hurts.
You're making this sound so sketchy to them, but the way I remember it is
know.
much less sketchy. It was a sketchy alleyway, I'll give you that. They had these. They were still, not you, Pat, but Tommy and Chucky were staying at this ratchet hotel. The hotel itself was nice, but the area was not.
I don't understand. It was like the worst place ever.
So random.
Yeah.
And they had this parking in this alleyway. It was real sketch. But it wasn't
anyways,
as bad as it sounds.
Yeah. So, anyways, I just came up to you and I was like, oh shit, like that's mcsportzhawk, like cool. But you know, you were just like, hey, what's up, man? But I have a feeling you were pretty tired that night. Because like you've been driving a while.
Yeah, I had been driving. I drove 5 hours over, so I was a little tired. But
yeah, but then like the next day, like I was talking to you, and like you're like a very like energetic, outgoing dude, right? Yeah. Like that was the vibe I got from you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never ever totally opposite of that. Well, not the energetic part, but the outgoing. I was completely shy, reserved, rarely talked in public kind of person until YouTube, and then I really opened up, got more confident. And I feel like a lot of people are that way. Because another person I wanted to point out, I don't know if you know Typical Gamer.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, I met him last year at PAX. He came by himself, and we met up with him and showed him around. Really quiet guy, really shy, and, you know, like, new to the whole thing. This year, freaking everyone's talking to him. He's talking to everyone. He's like, yo, bro, making jokes. Like, you know, it totally changes. It's really awesome. I feel like it totally changes the confidence level and the, you know, the outgoingness, personability of a person, I guess.
Yeah. I would say like for me, I mean YouTube definitely has made me more outgoing and more like just better at talking, honestly.
Yeah.
But like after I came back from PAX, like I find like I've been a lot more outgoing recently. I don't know what it was, but just being there like around you guys, it's like it's so easy to like just open up and be outgoing because it all, you know, it is that sense that everyone's trying to one up and be crazy. And like when I came back here, it's just like kind of kept that with me a little bit. So I can see how he might have done that.
Right. I totally agree. And as you were saying before, PAX this is my third year going to it, and that's the same feeling I've gotten all 3 years. As soon as you go there and you see people talking about these cool things and you know, getting with these big companies and doing these awesome meet and greets and stuff, it's like, wow, I would love to be in that position. I'm going to work my butt off because I can get there and I know I can.
Yes.
And it is just so motivating, dude. So motivating. And you meet all these people and it's great. It's really great to see, like, you're kind of like a fantasy, like a dream almost, in my opinion anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
How cool it would be to do this kind of thing. Not even really a dream, but it's more like, this would be so cool if I could do this. Sitting as a reality right in front of you, and you know you are X amount of, I guess the stat is kind of a bad way to put it, but you are just this amount of hard work away from it. And it's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this, this, and this, and then you go and do it.
Yeah,
so I think in that way, PAX is probably the coolest, any convention really.
I would say it's like the best thing I've done for my channel. I mean, maybe not the best, but like within the last while, it just so glad I went.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go to VidCon again, or
dude,
not again, but
yeah, you should definitely go to VidCon. I warn you right now, VidCon, it's not as a gamer, it's a little bit different because from what I know last year, there were almost no gamers.
Right.
But on the flip side, VidCon totally one-ups PAX. It is way bigger. There are way bigger YouTubers there, if that matters to you. But the experience you get there is so awesome. So awesome. You meet so many people, so many other YouTubers that are just casually there are people that I've been like looking up to and watching for years, and they're just casually walking around like, "Hey, what's up, man?" It's nuts. Yeah. It's so nuts. And it's like same kind of feeling. I'm going to go and work my tits off to get to this point because that's so cool what they're doing.
See I want to do thing.
It. Right. You see it as a reality, and it's like, God, that is just the coolest thing, and I can do that. Like, you can do it.
Yeah, man.
So definitely go to VidCon. Unfortunately, I can't go this year.
Yeah, you said you're going to Italy?
I'm gonna be in Italy, Croatia. I'm gonna cruise.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm gonna vlog that whole thing, make some cool, some little edits out of that with my brother.
Yeah,
These places are gorgeous. But I'm bummed though because I was really, really looking forward to VidCon because last year was so much fun.
No, so man, much fun.
We collab with these channels. Insane. So much fun.
Like, I mean, we haven't worked details though, but like I don't know if you're in that Skype chat, but like we're talking with a company and they might like pay for our house and stuff.
Talking about like what, BP?
Yeah. No. Gamma.
Oh, okay.
You might not. Yeah, there's.
Are you talking with Misha or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Misha's got the hookups, man. Misha I don't know how he does it. Holy shit.
Misha's got the hookups.
He's a gangster.
Yeah, he's a dude.
He's a business gangster.
He is a business gangster.
I love that guy.
He's an awesome guy. He's an awesome guy.
And that's what I was gonna get into is like I find when I first started doing YouTube for like a good year, I didn't really collaborate with people, and I just kind of did it on my own. And I started working with people, and I realized how important that is. Like just meeting you and Jordan and like Tommy, Chucky, Misha, Nick, like all those guys is like, this is great because you know I've met some people now, and I mean I know a lot of people already, but you know just meeting you guys is like just another good perspective because I get on here and I talk with you, and it's just like I just get back into my YouTube zone a bit.
Right.
You know, I'm just thinking about it, and you know, I get a Skype call with a couple of people, and it's just when you have people who have the same goal as you, the same mindset, it just everyone comes together, kind of like synergy, and you know, everyone brings each other up a bit, and that's what's important. That's why I think like collaborating with people is really one of the keys to YouTube, which is something I noticed at PAX. I went to a panel with like Van Oss, Louis Caliber, I think. Is that how you pronounce his name?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm really bad at pronouncing YouTubers' name. Yeah, like Wildcats, Bajan Canadian.
Bayesian Canadian, yeah.
Bayesian Canadian, I see. But yeah, like all those guys, and I think they all kind of collaborate with each other, and it's just like awesome hearing that, you know, like we do this together, and it's like, man, I need to do that more.
Dude, you're preaching. People, if YouTubers, smaller YouTubers watching this, starting up, you want to know how to grow your channel? Because everyone asks me, how do you grow your channel? How do I get bigger? How'd you get big? This is not necessarily the way I did it because I learned later on, but collaborations, so good. Best thing you can do to yourself, collaborate with people. Because you already talked to you naturally on YouTube. You're gonna make friends with people. You're gonna be established in the community. You're gonna talk to other people in the community, but collabing with them is such a big deal. Instead of being competitive about it, like we were saying before, instead of trying to be the first and do it on your own and, you know, not help anyone else, collab, dude. Such a great way to grow. Such a great way to. It's so much fun to begin with, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's what makes YouTube enjoyable. Is doing
exactly.
It with other people.
It's like, and people love to see YouTubers working together. Like, oh my god, these are my two favorite YouTubers, and they're working together now. It's the best day of my life. You know, it is awesome, dude. Awesome. And you can make some really cool stuff as a collab that you can't do on your own.
Man, crazy things happen when you collab that you just don't expect. It is awesome.
Like this right now, dude. It's pretty awesome.
I know, man. This is a good podcast. This is up there.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear. I didn't know you had 44 of them. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, man. We're coming on a year. I got to do something big for that. I haven't figured that out yet. But
the big year long. But yeah, I mean, if you're a zombie channel, so this has been primarily zombie talk. So I'm sure they're gonna enjoy this.
Well, that's the thing. I try to throw in zombie talk or some gaming talk, but the podcast is more than that, right? There is,
right,
you know, like motivation and talking about life.
Right. It's more personable than your average gameplay.
Yeah,
You get to
exactly.
know.
I'm just honestly like I never thought I'd be able to do a podcast. Like for a good year before I did it, I was like I can't do that. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try this and go ahead with it. And like now I'm at 44 and I have no intention of stopping. People love it. They're like, man, I just sit down, play a game of zombies, and just listen to a couple people talk. And it like to me. I mean, honestly, I started this for selfish reasons. Like, I like the opportunity to just sit down with someone and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because when other would, if I just called you and I was like, hey, man, like, is it cool if we just have like an hour and a half talk, like really focused and like this? Like, that would never happen.
Right. I'd be like, sure. But
yeah, I'd be like, okay,
why not?
I'd be like, okay,
why not
what do you
record
wanna
it
talk about?
and tell you and let other people? I agree, dude. I agree. I like listening to people talk while I'm doing something else.
Oh yeah.
Especially people that I look up to and or follow or respect opinions of.
Yeah. Do you listen to many podcasts?
Not many.
Yeah.
Anymore because I'm just, to be honest with you, I don't have much time to listen to podcasts anymore.
No,
with everything going on. But I used to listen to some podcasts. Trying to think of the name, dude. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, I listened to PKA for a while, but I stopped.
Oh, classic. Yeah.
That's probably the number one podcast most people know of. But
I haven't listened to much of that, but
yeah, not
recently.
much lately.
Oh my god, I loved PKA.
I used to look up to Woody.
Yeah.
But as soon as he just abandoned his channel and because he's making a ton of money off his Minecraft server. But I don't know. I just lost a lot of respect for him after he just abandoned all those people that would always look up to him for advice on stuff. And he was one of the, kind of more of a founding father, I guess, in my eyes. Of,
I still do love Woody.
Yeah, I mean, I still a good guy in my eyes, but I just hate that he had so many people that looked up to him on his channel. He kind of really abandoned everyone.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he still does do PKA, right? But
he does. Yeah, he does PKA, which is good because that was a
if
a fan
they had
favorite.
stopped that, I would be very sad.
Yeah. But everything else, like he had what, the Mail Fridays with all the advice.
Oh,
like he
Feedback
got into
Friday.
Feedback Friday. There you go. All the nitty gritty advice for all of his fans. There was some funny shit on there, dude. like it was serious stuff, but I was sitting there like laughing, like these 10-year-olds, like, how do I masturbate?
I love the fact that he actually just like gave that advice. Though it's like,
dude, he would though. That was the cool part. Like he was serious about it. People had serious questions, hopefully serious.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure
he helped them out. Which I gave respect to that.
Man, that dude had so much hate though. Like
he did. He got a lot of hate for certain things, and I don't know the truth behind a lot of them, so it's hard for me to be like decide for some of those things. But
yeah, that's true. But
at that point anyway, I really stopped watching it before that anyway. So I guess it doesn't matter much.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, I think this is like the longest we've ever gone.
Oh, nice.
Just with this powerful talk, it's been awesome. Honestly, this is a really good podcast.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm blushing.
Right. Yeah. So we're gonna do some stuff soon or in the future because I know you're super busy with school.
Absolutely.
And Rise and YouTube and all that stuff. But
oh, dude, there's plenty. There's always time for cool shit, and this is cool shit. So you just let me know when we're doing stuff and we're doing it.
All right. When are you like done school?
May 1st.
Okay, cool. So May will be the beginning of it then.
Yep.
All right, cool. This episode of the SmithSquad Podcast was brought to you by Rise Media. If you want to make money with your YouTube channel, click on the link down below and sign up for Rise Media. Get partnered. Take your channel to the next level.
Hit it up, guys. We will be happy to have you, and you can actually talk to me directly there.
Yeah,
or
true.
on Twitter
you can
or anywhere really. You can talk to me as mcsportzhawk or as Rise Media, whatever my title is. I don't even know.
Or as mcsportzhawk, CEO of what is Porn on the Cob.
Of Porn on the Cob. That's a thing. So you just hit me up wherever you want to, and I'll be there.
All right, guys. That was episode 44. Mwah.
Peace.